everybody, welcome to a new series. In this series, we will be discussing not necessarily the automaker or the cars themselves, but the men who were behind these cars, and this series is going to be called Men Behind Wheels. There are a lot of interesting topics that aren't discussed very much, as we really only focus on the automaker and not actually the people behind the cars themselves. And today, we will be exploring the history of one of the world's greatest designers, Raymond Loewy. As this man didn't just design cars, he designed many more things that we will cover in this video. Today, we will be talking about his roots and his overall legacy throughout the video. Anyway, let's get into the video. Raymond Loewy was more than just an industrial designer. He was a visionary who reshaped American industry. Born in Paris in 1893, Loewy displayed an early flair for invention by patenting a model airplane as a teenager. His natural talent for drawing and engineering, growing up in the artistic setting of Paris, would eventually lead him to an extraordinary journey. After serving in World War I, he immigrated to the United States in 1919, with little more than his army uniform and an unyielding desire to transform everyday objects into icons of beauty and functionality. Arriving in New York, Loewy began his career as a fashion designer for the city's major department stores. It was during this formative period that he recognized the emerging American consumer culture. Observing that ordinary products, duplicating machines, refrigerators, and even cigarette packs lacked visual appeal, he set out to combine functionality with a refined aesthetic. His breakthrough came with the redesign of the Gerstettner duplicator. Sorry if I mispronounced that word, I'm not very good at pronunciation. Anyway, he turned this otherwise mundane office machine into an object of streamlined simplicity. This success not only launched his own design firm, but also marked the birth of industrial design as a recognized profession. Loewy's geniusness extended across a vast array of products. One of his most famous projects was the redesign of the Lucky Strike cigarette packaging in the early 1940s. At a time when the pack featured a heavy green background and a conventional red target, Loewy proposed a radical change. He suggested replacing the green with a crisp, clean white, a decision that would ultimately lower production costs by eliminating the need for expensive green dye. He also strategically repositioned the red target logo on both sides of the pack, ensuring maximum brand visibility. Despite initial resistance from executives reluctant to break with tradition, the new design was an enormous success. Sales surged, and Lucky Strike's packaging became a benchmark for the modern product design, demonstrating that thoughtful design can both evaluate a brand and drive commercial success. But Loewy's impact wasn't confined to consumer goods alone. His work in the automotive industry is perhaps the most enduring legacy, as in the 1930s he began experimenting with automobile design while working with companies like Hupp Motors. His early cycle fender designs hinted at a departure from the boxy, utilitarian cars of the era, suggesting that streamlined aerodynamics could improve performance and appeal. However, it was his collaboration with Studebaker that truly transformed automotive styling. Invited by Studebaker, one of America's leading independent automakers, Loewy revolutionized their image by introducing models that emphasized elegant curves and balanced proportions, along with aerodynamic cues from aircraft design. His work on the Studebaker Champion set the stage, presenting a vehicle that was both efficient and beautifully sculpted at the same time. And then during 1962, as the automotive landscape evolved, Loewy returned to Studebaker to design the Avanti.
Here is Studebaker's answer to youthful America, and that means all of you. First, America's most advanced automobile, the Avanti, holder of 29 international speed records, with a built-in steel safety arch over the passenger compartment and caliper disc brakes for remarkable stopping power. One of the world's safest cars. 2 V8 engine choices, one that's fully supercharged. The Avanti, a totally new and revolutionary concept in automobile design. One example of the advanced thinking of Studebaker for 63. And here's another exciting car, the Gran Turismo Hawk. Here's advanced thinking and a classic of automobile design. Distinctive continental styling and bucket seat comfort for 5. Price, about $1,000 below its nearest competitor. Here's elegance with stretch-out comfort. The Cruiser, America's only limousette. Limousine appointments and room on a realistic wheelbase. Brand new Larks, sunroofs, Lark Daytona convertibles, hardtops, and with more features than any other cars of their class. But the most popular Lark of them all is this beautiful Lark sedan. New, crisper, lower lines, but with real spacious comfort for you and your passengers. Inside, you'll find this lady's beauty vanity. This luxury is standard equipment on all the Larks. Take your pick of 7 power options from the Economy 6 to the supercharged Avanti V8. Now get ready for the greatest news in automobiles for '63. The Lark Wagonaire, a totally new concept from Studebaker. Watch. The roof slides open, the step drops down, and you have 3 cars in one. Family station wagon, fun-filled convertible, and utility wagon. This is Introduction Week at your Studebaker dealers. Whatever price and model you have in mind, he's the man to see. Visit him. Open your eyes to the great new strides in automobiles made possible by the advanced thinking of Studebaker.
A car that would become a cult classic, the Avanti featured a distinctive bullet nose front, a streamlined body crafted from innovative fiberglass, and a suite of safety innovations including disc brakes and a uniquely arranged interior inspired by airliner cabins. This design embodied Loewy's guiding philosophy, encapsulated in his most famous Maya principle, most advanced yet acceptable. He believed that while design should push the boundaries of innovation, it must also retain enough familiarity to be embraced by the consumer. And the Avanti was a bold statement that advanced design could be both daring and accessible, leaving a mark on the automotive history as a whole. If you want to learn more about the Avanti or Studebaker, check out the videos in the description. I made a whole video about the Avanti, and I also made a whole video about the downfall of Studebaker. So if you're interested in Studebaker or that topic, check the description down below for the related videos. Anyway, back to the video. Central to every project was Loewy's commitment to the idea that form follows function. He maintained that every curve, every line, and every design must serve a practical purpose while simultaneously appealing to the human eye. His work consistently balanced the revolutionary with accessible, a philosophy that resonated across product categories from household appliances to corporate logos and even transportation systems like Air Force One and Greyhound buses. Loewy's influence extended far beyond the products he designed though. His innovations catalyzed an entire industry, establishing industrial design as an essential element of business strategy. Whether he was streamlining the look of refrigerators for Sears, redefining packaging for Lucky Strike, or crafting the futuristic lines of Studebaker automobiles, Loewy demonstrated that good design could elevate a product's market performance and shape consumer behavior. His legacy is evident today in the seamless integration of form and function in modern design, inspiring countless designers and companies around the globe. Raymond Loewy once famously asserted, between 2 products equal in price, function, and quality, the better looking will outsell the other. His life was a masterclass in innovation, a relentless pursuit of excellence where aesthetics meet functionality. From his early sketches in Paris to his groundbreaking work in America, Loewy's journey shows how the power of design can transform everyday life. His visionary approach, embodied in products ranging from office equipment to revolutionary cars, continues to influence and inspire, proving that when innovation is made acceptable, it can change the world. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching this exploration of Raymond Loewy's extraordinary legacy. His work reminds us that design is not merely about aesthetics, but about creating a better, more functional world for us. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you really like this video, maybe consider subscribing. And again, if you're interested in Studebaker, watch those videos down in the description. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.